morning students. This is your revision class. We are going to start our revision from today. So the first chapter is integers. Let us start our revision with chapter integers. See, integers are numbers where positive numbers are there and negative numbers are there along with 0. Means I am just writing for general numbers as positive numbers as A and B and so on, along with 0, negative numbers also A and negative number of B also. I am not writing it because numbers are infinite. So these are the positive integers where the numbers are having positive sign before them, like 2, 4, 8, 12 or 23 or any numbers having a positive sign. See, plus 2, plus 4, plus 8, plus 12 and so on. These type of numbers are called positive integers, and it is 0. Negative integers means -3, -5 or -2 or -11 or -19. Any numbers which are having a negative sign before them, these are called negative integers. And when we represent the positive integers and negative integers on the number line, see, your number line will be like this. In the mid of the number line, every time 0 will be there. This side will be positive integers and this side will be your negative integers. Here plus A, plus B, plus C, any number of integers you can write. Here -A, -B, -C. This is your number line. In your number line, the midpoint is 0 every time. On the right hand side, every time positive integers will be there, and on the left hand side, negative integers will be there. This is your integers basic introduction. Next comes the properties. Properties of integers. Properties of integers. The first one is addition property. Second one, subtraction. Third, it is multiplication. Fourth is division. Means your properties of integers are based on these 4 principles, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now let us see what are the properties which comes under addition. See, addition, first one, closure. Closure property. Next comes commutative. Next comes associative. Next comes identity. Closure property means any 2 integers. If you take any 2 integers, it is closed under closure, under addition. See, means if you take any 2 integers, whether it is positive integer or negative integer, when you add or subtraction, we are going to come to the next thing, just addition. So I am telling about addition. When you add any 2 integers, the answer which we are going to get is a integer only. So integers are closed under addition. So it closure property. Commutative property, when you take any A plus B plus C, it will be A plus B plus C. Means commutative property is applicable for integers under addition. This is your commutative property. Next, associative property, it is A plus see this one, this is your associative property. Associative property, for any given 3 integers, when you add it or when you change the places of the integers and add it, it will be the same. This is your commutative property. Commutative property, that is when you add any 2 integers, it can be interchanged and added. Whether these integers are positive or negative, So associative property is applicable for addition, commutative property is applicable for addition. Next, identity. When you add any integer with 0, we are going to get the same integer, whether the integer is a positive integer or a negative integer. Once again, see, addition closure property means when you add any two integers, either positive or negative, we are going to get the answer as integer only. So integers are closed under addition. Next, associative property. When you take any three integers, when you add the integers, when you interchange it and add it also, we are going to get the same answer. Next, commutative property. When we are going to add any two integers, either positive or negative, so it will be commutative. And identity of integers is 0 under addition. When you add any integer, either positive or negative with 0, we are going to get the same integer either in negative or positive. Next comes under subtraction. Subtraction, see here. Subtraction here. So closure, when you subtract any two integers, we are going to get the integer only. Whether it is positive or negative, when you subtract any two integers, we are going to get the integer only. So it is closed under subtraction. Next comes the associative property. When you take any three integers, so again it is, we are going to get the same. When you are going to take any integers, so associative property is applicable for subtraction. When you are going to take any three integers, either positive or negative, we can interchange it and see it. The answer will be the same. So associative property is applicable for subtraction. But coming for commutative property, when you are going to take a minus b, so it is not equal to b minus a. Commutative property is not applicable for subtraction here. Next comes the multiplication property. Next comes the multiplication here. Multiplication. Again it is closed under multiplication, because when you multiply any two integers, we are going to get the integer only. But here when you multiply two negative integers, we are going to get a positive integer. When we multiply one positive, one negative, we are going to get a negative integer. For example, see, when I am taking any two negative integers, minus 2 into minus 3, minus into minus plus, 2 3s are 6. When we are multiplying two negative integers, we are going to get a positive integer. That when we are going to multiply one negative and one positive, we are going to get a negative integer. Otherwise, same wise, minus 3 into 2. Same here, whether you are going to multiply the first number a negative integer or the second number a negative integer, same wise we are going to get a negative integer only. When you are going to take both positive integers, we are going to get a positive integer only. This is your closure property. Next, your associative property, a into b into c will be equal to a into b into c. Means associative property is applicable for multiplication. Next comes the commutative property. Same wise, a into b is equals to b into a. Here also commutative property is applicable for multiplication. Coming to the identity here under multiplication, when we multiply with 1, it will be a integer only. Means 1 is the identity of multiplication. 1 is the identity under multiplication. So this is your multiplication. Next comes the division. Next comes the division here. Division here. When you divide any two integers, the answer which we are going to get here will be a integer only. So this closure property is applicable for division. Example, when you are going to take minus 4 divided by 2, the answer we are going to get is minus 2. because minus here and 2 table 4 is 2. So it is applicable for division under closure property is closed under division. Example again, 3 divided by minus 1. So it will be whether the minus sign is in the first number or in the second number. So answer we are going to get it as same only, that is integer. So it is closed under division. Next coming the associative property. So A divided by B divided by C. So here also A divided by B, we can change it A divided by B divided by C. For example, when you are going to take 2 divided by 4 divided by 2. See here, 2 divided by 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. When we are going to change it, 2 divided by 4 divided by 2. 2 divided by 4, it is not valued. It is not coming. 2 divided by 4. So here it is not applicable. It is not equal. So we have to see the numbers. We have to see the numbers and we have to do it. Means this associative property is like this. Next comes the commutative property. Commutative property is also not applicable for division. That is, as we have seen, A divided by E is not equal to B divided by, as we have seen here, 2 divided 4 divided by 4 divided by 2 is 2, but 2 divided by 4 is not correct. 2 divided by 4 is not correct, so it is not equal. So A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. So this is your properties for division. Next comes the distributive property under addition and distributive property under subtraction. Distributive property under addition, that is A into B plus C will be equal to A into B plus A into C. Same wise for subtraction, it is A into B minus C will be equal to A into B minus A into C. These two things we are going to use for our problem, means solving the questions in our exercises. So distributive property under addition here, distributive property under subtraction here. Next, in your exercise 1.1 here, they have given only problem solvings. Means as your elevator comes down, means it is coming down. Your elevator is coming down, means it is minus. If it is coming down at the rate of 3 meters per second, so it will be minus 3 meters per second. If it is going up, then it will be plus 3 meters per second. It is like this. Otherwise, ground level here and your anything they have given in one problem that the plane is flying here, and there is a submarine inside the sea. What is the difference? What is the length of the height they have asked here? Because it is above the sea level, so plus here, and because it is below the sea level, it is negative sign. So in this way they have given the questions for solving. And one more, that the temperature, if it is falling, so it will be a negative sign, and if the temperature is increasing, so it will be a positive sign. Like this, positive and negative signs should be added, and you have to solve those questions. Next one is, they have given a magic square. And they have asked you to find whether this magic square is correct or not. So this is your column 1, column 2, column 3. Next, this is your row 1, row 2 and row 3. You have to see that row 1, that is that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So we have to add A plus B plus C because this is row 1. So we have to add all these and we have to find the answer. Same wise R2, same wise R3. Next, same wise column 1, column 2, column 3. Same wise we have to see, and we have to see that all the answers comes here are same also. Next, the diagonals like this. This is one diagonal, this is another diagonal. That is D1 is equals to, next D2 is equals to. When we are going to get all the answers as same, then we can say that this is a magic square. If any one answer is different other than others, then we cannot say that this is a magic square. This is how we have to see whether a given square of numbers is a magic square or not. Next is, they have given values of A as, think of -4 and B of 2. They are going to ask you A minus of minus B is equals to A plus B. You have to see whether it is correct or not. See here, A minus of -4 is equals to A. A is given as -4. So -4 minus of 2 is there. So -2. B is given as 2. Here it is minus B. So -2. So here it is -4 plus 2. I have written here. Here they have given as minus B. So B's value is 2. So I have written it as minus B. So it is -2. And here B value is before B they did not give any sign. So I have written it directly. And this is your LHS and this is your RHS. We have to prove that LHS equals to RHS. So here -4 minus and minus plus 2. So here again -4 plus 2. So -4 is bigger than 2. Your positive integer is big. Then also seeing the numbers, -4 is greater. So we have to subtract. So -4 plus 2, it is -2, and here -4 plus 2 again -2. So your LHS is equals to RHS. So we have to show these. Like this values are given sometimes, and they are going to give you one equation along with the alphabets. You have to see that you have to prove that LHS equals to RHS. Next, here they have given, think that pair of integers. Write a pair of integers whose sum is. If they are going to give you -9, means you have to write any two integers that when you add, because they have given sum, when you add those two integers, the answer which we are going to get is minus sign. See here, means A plus B should be -9. A and B should be any integer, so that when you add them, the answer will be -9 here. So let us take for -11 plus, they did not give any option, that means any rule that you should take only negative integers or you can take only positive integers. We can take either positive or negative integers. So I am taking one negative integer and one positive integer. So this will be -11 is big. So minus here. So -11 plus 2, it is -9. So my answer, I got it. So like this you can take any two numbers, like -8 -1 means plus sign here and in the bracket minus. So -8 plus into minus is -1. -8 -1 is -9. So like this you can take any integers, any numbers, so that the sum, when you add those integers, the answer should be -9. These are the one kind of questions given in your exercises. Next they have given products. Multiplication, -3 into -1. See, minus into minus, we got it as plus. minus into plus, we know it as minus, plus into minus is minus, and plus into plus is plus. Using these 4 rules, we are going to solve these questions. Minus into minus first, plus 3 into 1 is 3. So answer is plus 3. Every time first you have to multiply the signs and then the numbers. One more example, minus 8 into 2. Here 2 is a positive number, so plus 2. Minus into plus, it is minus. 8 2s are 16. So answer is minus 16. In this type of questions are also given. Next, they have given like 18 into 7 plus minus 3, and you have to show that this is equal to 18 into distributive property, 18 into 7 plus sign in the middle, again 18 into minus 3. So let us, this is your LHS, this is your RHS. We have to prove that LHS is equals to RHS. So first let us solve the LHS part. LHS part is 18 into 7 plus minus 3. So here 18 into 7 plus into minus is minus 3. So here 18 into 7 minus 3 is 4. So 18 4s are 72. So taking the RHS part, see 18 into 7 plus 18 into minus 3. So 18 7s are 7 8s are 56, 6 5 and 7, it is 12, 126 plus, and here 18 into minus 3, the 18 3s are, it is 54, that too minus 54 here because minus sign is there. So here 126 minus 54 plus into minus, I have to open this bracket, so plus into minus is minus. So 126 minus 54, 7 8 56, 6 5 7 12 4 24 4 and 2 3 5 54. So 126 minus 54, again it is 72. So here LHS is equals to RHS. Like this we have to prove, and this is your distributive property they have given. Here it is A into B plus C given here, and here it is A into B plus A into C. So this is your distributive property, and we have solved it, and we have shown that LHS is your RHS. These type of questions are also given. So with this we have completed our revision for chapter integers. Along with this I have given the PDF questions also to solve, and from your workbook multiple choice questions page numbers also I have given, which you have to study for your exam. MCQs, mainly MCQs are very important from your workbook. So with this we have completed our first chapter revision.